Sup guys, haven't updated for a while since I decided to leave Spain for a while and I came to Italy. Right now I'm in Florence. So I will be working here and staying here for about like 2 to 3 weeks, I think. Well, I really just got the one-way ticket, so I have no idea where I'm going next. I think Florence is a super cute city to live. I mean, if you walk on the street, it's arts everywhere and then it's just so cute. I mean, there are a lot of coffee shops and there are a lot of nice restaurants and a lot of sandwich places. And also if you like, I don't know, if you like history, this is definitely the place to be. I don't speak much Italian, although I can understand a little bit, and Florence is definitely the best place. There are a lot of tourism, so people here, they really do speak English and they're quite friendly, so you wouldn't have any language problem if you decide to come here to stay and work for a while. Price-wise, I mean, it's the north of Italy, so it's a little bit more expensive than the south, and I would say actually it's more or less the same price as in Valencia in Spain, where I used to live. And yeah, obviously I think going out to eat is even a little bit cheaper here. You can probably get a meal for like 15 euros or something like that. And then if you want to have a sandwich or a pizza, it's probably like 5-6 euros for a sandwich, and if you want a pizza it's about like 10 euros or even a little bit less depending on where you go. The most expensive thing here is alcohol. I would say, I don't know, it's really expensive, but I mean, since I don't drink much, so it's not a problem for me. And otherwise, if you love coffee, this is the best place to be. The coffee is super good here and it's really cheap. For example, I always go to the working cafe. I always go to the coffee shop to work a little bit during the day, and the coffee here usually is around €1.50 to 2 to 3 euros depending on where you go. But yeah, it wouldn't be like Spain, for example. Sometimes you pay like 3-4 euros for a coffee that isn't even good. And if you like to work in coffee shop, this is definitely the place as well. Otherwise, you can work in some bookstores. They always have some tables. I found this place near the center of Florence, and it's super cute. Part of the bookstore is like, yeah, obviously it's a bookstore. Part of it is kind of like restaurant and bar, and then you do have some books to read as well. And then there's a small part where you can work a little bit. There's 1-2 tables there, and it's pretty nice environment to work, so I really like there. And then downstairs, I'm staying in a loft studio with my friend here in the center as well. And downstairs there are a lot of kind of brunch places. If you see brunch places, usually you can also work there. Well, obviously you need to ask first, and usually they are quite friendly. This place called Carraia Cafe is really nice as well. There are a lot of plugs. If you run out of battery and stuff, you can sit there and charge there. Although it's not the most quiet environment, since there are people coming and talking a little bit. Mostly it's tourist business. So if you really need like deep focus, I would say that the coffee shop here probably is not the best choice, since yeah, mostly it's tourist business, so you will hear people talking. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I feel about working here. Otherwise, it's super nice. I do work at home as well in the studio, since we are both designers, and my friend also is she is a fashion designer and I'm a graphic designer. And then in the morning, we wake up, we have breakfast, nice coffee in the coffee shop, and then work a little bit, and then we go for a walk here, just anywhere. It's beautiful. And I definitely have a couple of places to recommend as well. I mean, after a long day of walk, if you can just hike a little bit of exercise, walking to the Michelangelo Plaza. So it's in the top of the other side of the river, and it's super nice for sunset. I mean, I went in the afternoon, and today I'm going to try the sunset. So make sure to check out my shorts if you are interested to see how it looks in the sunset time. Other things I love about being here is the ice creams. I know there are a lot of ice cream shops. I like ice cream as much as coffee. No, I think I like coffee a little bit more. Yeah, there are so many ice cream shops here, and it's so delicious. You can get 2 flavors for more or less like €3.50 or something like that. Although the other day I went to a tiny place, and I got the cheapest one. It was like €2 and it was so delicious. I'm going to go back there again and see what the name is, and I will put it in the description below. So I have only been here for a week, and last weekend I got like a 3-day pass for the Train Italia. So you can get the 3-day pass for like 29 euros, and then you can take train, like regional train, as much as you want. So I went to beautiful places like Siena, which is an hour and a half from Florence. I do have a short talking about these 3 places I went. When you arrive in Siena, you can just walk about like 15 minutes and you will arrive in the center. A typical dish there is the wild boar, I think the pasta, not sure the name in English, wild boar, something like that. And then the wine here in Toscana area is really good as well. And then the next day I went to the Pisa Tower, which is also an hour or so, yeah, an hour and 18 minutes, something like that, depending on the train you take. And remember, you can only take the regional train, which start with the letter R, if you look in the app in Train Italia. So if you take another one, maybe you will get a fine or you have to pay for it again. And then from the Pizza Tower, I went to Cinque Terre, which is another hour further, I think an hour and a half further. Since I felt like I could do both in one day, since if you really go to Pizza Tower, there's nothing around. I mean, you literally just arrive there to see the tower and that's it. And there are a lot of people there taking pictures. I think the best part, my favorite part about the Pizza Tower is that seeing like how people, they are trying to do this, do that, or I don't know. Yeah, I went by myself, so I just took a selfie like, yeah, I don't know, like this. Yeah, seeing from the Pizza Rosore, and then I took a train to La Spezia Centrale, and from there, you do have to get the Cinque Terre tickets. You can get a day pass, which you can go to the 5 villages. However, I didn't get the day pass since it's Sunday and it's so expensive. It was like 32 euros. Well, it's not so expensive, but during the week, I think it's 19 euros. So I felt like a little bit unfair. But anyway, that was a joke. That was because I wanted to enjoy the beach. So I went directly to Monterosso from La Spezia. And then from there, Monterosso, it has the best beach if you want to enjoy the beach for the afternoon or something like that. I arrived there around 3 p.m. and that's why I feel like I couldn't visit all the villages. So yeah, Monterosso, I stay about like 2 hours or something like that. It's so beautiful. It has 2 parts. When you got off the train station, it's a new part of Monterosso. And if you walk a little bit, you will see like an old castle, and then there's another beach behind there. I personally prefer that beach. It looks like more, I don't know, like you feel more like in the ancient, I don't know, it feels like more beautiful just for me. And after the beach, you can walk into the small town to see like shops, have a coffee or ice cream. Obviously I did have ice cream. And after that, yeah, when it's about sunset time, I took the train. I got the train one-way ticket. You can get a one-way ticket. If you get the ticket, I think after 7:30 or something, it's going to be cheaper. It will be 5 euros only. And I went to the Manalora for the sunset, which was the famous shot of Cinque Terre. And then when you arrive there, you can just walk through the villages. It's really beautiful. And there are some like bars, right? Let's say left or right, or direction blind. Anyways, you just follow the people when you arrive there, and then you will arrive in this spot and see the amazing sunset and take as many pictures as you want. I know there are a lot of people taking pictures, so yeah. So after that, I just left. I went directly back to La Spezia. And oh, by the way, I forgot to mention there is amazing pizza place in La Spezia. If you want to stop by for lunch before going to Cinque Terre, I think it's a better option since in Cinque Terre it's a little bit more pricey since it's like super touristic. And yeah, so this is a pizza place I went, and it was really good price and it was so delicious. I spent like 11 euros in total for a pizza, a drink, and a coffee. So yeah, it was not bad at all. Well, actually, in this day, I spent only like 15 euros in total in food, since I was surprised. The ice cream was like, yeah, 2.5 euro, and I had a coffee 1.5 euro, and that's it. I got my water. Yeah. You will have to again purchase a ticket back to La Spezia, and then from La Spezia you can go back to Firenze, back to Florence. I mean, by the 3-day pass that you are using. It's really a good deal, since I feel like if I'm not purchasing the ticket, I will be spending like more or less like 50-60 euros on the train already, and with the 3-day pass I spent like 29, and like no rush. You don't have to rush to get the train ticket. When you are there, you just show your code. I mean, usually they don't check your ticket, but just don't skip your ticket, because if they check your ticket, you are going to pay like a fine or something like that, since something happened to the guy behind me in the train, and he didn't pay for the ticket, and he had to pay, I think, I don't know, a little bit more extra than the actual ticket price. So yeah, don't risk that. Alright, so yeah, I know I already talked a lot. Anyways, I will be sharing more tips or places to eat, to work, and to see in the upcoming videos. See you next time!